Okay, now we have to activate our badge. This is very nice. We did this last year too. We are at Megacon 2022. I got a 3-day, that's why mine is different. We are joined by Josh, the movie collector.
I'm here.
Today, if you could not tell, will be a Cobra Kai day. Some of the cast is here today. Well, they're here all weekend, but I'm going to get their autograph today.
Some were only here Thursday and Friday,
yes.
So you better check which one.
Yes. Any ones today for you?
Just the LaRusso daughter.
Mary Master?
Yeah, but what's her name? I forgot her name on the show.
LaRusso.
I'm a big fan.
So let's go in and get these autographs and see what else they have to offer.
Hey, Barney!
We start with Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes and some of the Clerks cast. Then we get to Cobra Kai and Karate Kid cast. That includes William Zabka and Ralph Macchio. Then we get to Nathan Fillion from Firefly, of course. That will be us Sunday, Brendan Fraser's line. Then we get to the Hobbit 4. Then we have some TV actors here. The Trailer Park Boys, which I've never heard of them before. Undertaker is too expensive. Gina would be a cool one to me. Then we get to some wrestlers, Braun Strowman there. Then we get to some kind of, we get into the voice actors, Batman there, Kevin Conroy. We Encanto, Pedro O'Hara, Nightmare Before Christmas with Jack Skellington and Oogie Boogie. Then we get into some anime that I'm not too familiar with. I do watch anime, but it's not like I'm not familiar with every voice actor that's out there. But they had a bunch of them here at Megacon, quite a few. There was a One Piece cosplay I saw there. I'm familiar with that. And then we get to some more. Oh, Master Chief from Halo. If you're into the video games.
To come and ask questions. One here. Short on time. I'm just going to bring everybody out, and I need a large round of applause for Ralph Macchio, Mary Bowser, Tanner Buchanan.
From the script onto the screen. My bad.
Well, that's the joy of what we get to do is build and create life. From taking it off the page and then adding the foundations and layers. Sometimes it's how a character would walk or how they would react to a situation, what their backstory is. That's the beauty of the craft of acting. That I mention walk because that's something. In one of my first films, The Outsiders, it was about how... Say gold, pony kids. But it was about finding the right, how that character walked and how he carried himself, because he was sort of had a certain kind of defeatist quality, and he needed to come out of his shell. And so these are all elements that we put into the work and into the characters, and then hopefully they edit it well. Yes.
I don't know. It's different each time for me. I just have to kind of figure out a lot of its backstory, journaling, and figuring out kind of what that is. I keep journals for each character that I kind of do, and figure out if there's story there, I can kind of go back and add on to it, or sometimes I just make it up and whatever feels good to me in that character. Yeah. And then I use music a lot too. Music, I make playlists for each character that kind of gets me into whatever that may be. And it's different each time, so those are kind of the stuff that I use.
I'm actually, now I sound like I'm copying you. The playlist thing, I feel like is probably one of the only things I feel like other than that I'm kind of, and I very much tie everything back to my own personal life. So, even if it's kind of a stretch, I'll find some grain of it that makes sense for something that I can personally understand and relate to, and that helps me to bring it forward.
Cool. Thank you guys, and I'll see you on set one day.
Alright. I like that confidence.
Why don't you guys take this first? Don't be leaning on me.
Go ahead, Mr. Netflix.
You're the one.
Go.
Hey, you're the karate kid. Honestly, there's not much of a difference in the way we shoot. I feel like, we always have a crazy shooting schedule, but we've also just came in to put our entire heart into everything, just to make sure that we're doing the best job we possibly can, and we've always done that, and it's just always gotten more intense from there, because we just want to make sure that we're doing a really good job and making sure that it's better and better each season. Obviously, it was a little odd through the pandemic, just because, it's still going on. But, I never have gone out much, and now it's probably just a little bit more, there's more fans, which is really, really cool. And it's because of you guys that we're still going, we're here and everything, so thank you to you guys.
Yeah, hi guys. I kind of wanted to follow up with what my buddy Eduardo asked you guys in terms of the acting stuff, because we're both currently taking acting classes and all that stuff, and we have different levels and there's more challenges, right? And so I guess for me, after every season, once you guys have specifically, right, Tanner and Mary, you guys, right, started fresh in season 1 and worked your way onward. After every season progressed, what did you guys do in order to kind of work with the new challenges, like, add on something new to your character? Tanner, for instance, you went from good guy to bad guy for a little bit.
We all do now.
Right, that's true. So how do you guys work that, other than just listening to the music playlist, and journaling, because that's also stuff that they teach us. What other things do you guys maybe work on? Do you guys add personal things from your life that maybe kind of triggers you to behave a certain way? Does that make sense?
I feel like for me, at least right now, the beauty of where we're at on the show is that I've gotten to grow up with Samantha for quite a few years now, and so I got to kind of start with what now feels like the skeleton. At the time was like a whole fleshed out human, which was, I knew coming into it I was going to be Miguel's love interest and I was going to be Daniel's daughter, and those were the things that I came into knowing about Samantha, and that was the whole version of her at the time. And then now it feels like, I've gotten to add on and grow with her for so many years that, like I said, now comparatively that looks like the bare bones version of it. So it's kind of, I've gotten to make those decisions and find those things along the way with her. I mean, I've gotten to, season 1, Tanner and I didn't really get to hang out. Season 2, we started to, so they kind of lined up with the idea that Samantha would be coming closer with Robbie, and then we didn't spend as much time together for the following season, so that was another thing, and getting to build a friendship, and I kind of forcibly adopted myself into Ralph's family. So I am now claiming that I'm a mouse Geo. And so that relationship, we've gotten to grow over the years, so that by the time that now, we're 5 seasons in and we're doing a scene where it's, Dad, I let you down, it really feels like, hey Ralph, like I wish I could have won that tournament for you. So, I think, again, pulling from real life experiences, but also getting to experience it as it's happening has made it feel more true and hopefully convey that on the screen as well.
Yeah, it just gets deeper, all the levels get deeper as you peel the onion layers off of all these characters. And certainly with Daniel LaRusso having to dealing with, his own daughter and what she's going to, and trying to step back and understand that. And subsequently with Robbie and the journey that his character has. It's all he goes newer, deeper dive into it. And then, then we share as friends our own life experiences. Mary and I had a scene in season, they're all blurring together in season 3. Yeah, season 3, which was very much a parallel story of Daniel LaRusso in Karate Kid Part 3. And then we had, lunch or burgers together. I don't remember exactly where it was, but it was probably highly caloric. And we were talking about our own personal anxieties and things in life. So it's elements like that you bring into the characters.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
I had a better question, and now it's like, sorry.
Just forget it.
Now I'm just like starstruck, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. The Outsiders for me was huge because I read the book when I was 12. So could you imagine in 7th grade reading something, and it was probably the first book I finished from beginning to end without my parents saying, "You're not going to play outside till you finish reading this book." It had a profound effect on me as a teen, and then when they were making that movie, I wanted to be in it so bad. One of my favorite directors, Francis Ford Coppola, was the director. This was before all the actors that came out of that movie exploded. And it was just, it's kind of a dream come true. It still holds a special place for me. So a lot of people ask me what my favorite film is. They're all favorite in different areas, and I'd be lying to say that Daniel LaRusso isn't, sort of my blurred vision, mirror of myself. But Johnny Cage was one of those big wins that I got, and still gives back with every generation. So that's my best answer to your starstruck question.
Thank you, sir.
It was at the end of the day. I'd never met him before, and he always was kind. He always wanted me to have a seat. I was too nervous working with him. I had to stand all the time. And he was always trying to pull me, get a seat, have a seat. And I was like, no, I'm cool. And then it came down to like hour 12 on the day, and he'd been working all day, and the director, they wanted to send him home to just shoot the wide shot of the scene. When it came time to do my close-up, that I would do it with another actor, and he'd get his rest for the full day tomorrow. And he refused to leave. And so, in the fact, in all the makeup after 12, 14 hours of time, he wanted to be there when it was time for me to do my close-up, and I was talking to him, and that's just, that's not always done. That's a credit to him, and so that was a good piece of mentorship that I get to take home. So now I got to stay for all their coverage.
That right now I'm in like a Tinkerbell phase. Yes. Yeah. Meaning like I will die without attention. But like I feel like I'm into the princesses. Belle was my favorite princess growing up because I was brunette, and there weren't a lot of the brunette princesses. So Belle and Mulan and Pocahontas, and I love Tiana, and I'm just, this will take up the rest of the panel. I love it.
Our wonderful guests. Big round of applause for our interpreter over here, keeping everything inclusive. We appreciate you and every other volunteer. Have a great weekend, guys.
hear that in the background, it is raining. I was going to do kind of an outro, walking out, seeing the convention behind me, kind of a cool shot. That was all done away with because it was raining. So thank you, Orlando, for always raining. But we did have fun. We met the Cobra Kai cast. We met William Zabka. We met Ralph Macchio. We met Mary Mouser. We met Tanner. And we met, help me out, Josh, the sensei.
Kurt.
Is it Kurt? Kurt Cogan? Martin Cove, yeah. So we met those, and I'll insert here, we got a selfie with Jason Mewes, and I'll link it tomorrow if you miss. We'll watch both videos, but I'll start with that since tomorrow, day 2, will be all about Kevin Smith. Going to have him sign my Stan Lee DVD, and we'll do a few other things. Hopefully their panel is tomorrow. Fingers crossed, I gotta check. But like, subscribe, share with a video convention lover. I'll link Josh's channel down below. Go check him out. Until next time, guys, keep those autographs coming and keep collecting. Never die, never surrender.